Alright, what up guys? Gene Paulson's here. Time for a new week. So, what we're going to start the week off with, Monday. So, if you are going in the gym, warm-up's going to be a little different, but everything's going to be the same format-wise. So, 2 minutes per station. You're going to start off with 2 minutes on a machine of your choosing. If you're at home, you're going to run in place or run outside. After that, you're going to spend 2 minutes working through 5 cat-cows, followed by 5 bird dogs. So cat-cows are going to be tabletop. I'm just going to flex, tuck my chin, and then extend and look out in front of me for 5 reps. Then I'm going to do 5 bird dogs on either side. So nice straight arm from fingers to toes, knee to elbow, back out, 5 on each diagonal. And you're going to work through those 2 things for 2 minutes, as many rounds as you can for quality. After that, we're going to go through same format, 2 minutes, nice little easy AMRAP. We're going to do 10 reverse lunges, so step back, front leg at 90. This leg takes most of the load, and then stand back up, alternate legs, 10 total, 5 per side, and then 5 narrow stance air squats. So touch those feet together, send the hips down and back, and just get as low as you can. Same thing, little 2-minute AMRAP. Then this last station, this is going to be a little different depending on whether you're in the gym or whether you're at home. So what we're going to do is, if you're in the gym, you are going to do 10 banded press followed by 10 banded pull apart. So for the banded press, going to stand on it, band comes to the shoulders in a front rack position, elbows down, ribs down. I'm going to press overhead to lockout, ideally shoulder width. I'm a little wide because of the ceiling. Back down, you're going to go through 10 reps. And we're going to do 10 banded pull aparts. So find some tension on your band. We're going to pull straight arms to just about the bra line and then control back out 10 times through. You can grab both sides if you need a little bit more resistance. It's up to you guys, but it should be a controlled exercise either way. If you're at home, instead of that banded work, you are going to do 10 push-ups, modified as needed, followed by 10 scapular push-ups. So similar upper body exercise, we're just going to be pressing in a different plane. So once your warm-up is done, we're going to get right into our conditioning piece. So the conditioning today, it's a 20-minute EMOM. Minute 1, we're going to lunge 50 feet overhead. So if you're at home, you can do this with a kettlebell or with a dumbbell. You'll have 1 overhead. So I'll do 25 feet on one arm, and then I'll do 25 feet on the other arm. That's if you're at home. If you're in the gym, you're going to do barbell. But you're going to do 16 steps, because obviously we can't have you lunging around the gym 50 feet. You would trip and die on something because the gym is obviously not set up for this right now. But 16 steps, so 8 per side. That's going to be if you're in the gym or if you're at home and you just don't happen to have 50 feet to walk around. So that's minute 1. If there's any time left over, you're going to rest. After that, next minute, you're going to do 10 pull-ups. So if you're in the gym, make your way to a pull-up station, or you can do a rowing variation. So you can do ring rows. You could also do kettlebell or dumbbell rows. We've got a good number of them over in the side room now. And you could also do barbell rows. So you could do a barbell row with the barbell that you're using for the overhead walking lunges. After that, your 3rd minute is max calories on a machine. So pick a machine that's at your station and you're going to get as many calories as you can in 1 minute. And hopefully you're going to go pretty hard here because the next minute's rest. So again, we've got a full minute of machining once you're done your pull-ups. And again, the goal here is to go pretty darn hard. So, and that total number of calories is going to be your score for the day. And then the last minute is rest. For the machine minute, if you're at home and you don't have a machine, you can either do plyo step-ups or burpees. So plyo step-ups are again going to be foot on the box, changing sides, or you can do good old-fashioned burpees. You guys know what those are by now. So that's the format. Again, we're looking for the overhead walking lunge is going to take the better part of a minute. So there's not going to be a whole lot of rest there. The 10 pull-ups or the 10 rows, there's going to be a good bit of rest after that. Hopefully it only takes 20-25 seconds. Maybe 30 at most, so you have a good bit of rest there. And then you're going to hammer that machine or that burpee station for a full minute, and then you're going to take your full minute off after that. And we're going to hit that for 5 sets, so a 20-minute clock. Now, as far as movement standards are concerned, things you want to try and focus on. Number 1, overhead lunges. That arm should be stacked right over the shoulder, which should be stacked right over my hip, not only at the top, but also in the bottom. So I want to see a nice straight line from wrist, elbow, shoulder, down into my hip when I'm lunging, and then if I'm going to step through, boom, back up to that same position, or if I'm going to be doing them in place, you're going to drive back here. Most important thing that I want you guys to focus on is when you're in the bottom especially, don't step so big that you lose this midline and you overextend. That's going to put a lot of pressure on your back. We don't want that. We want the ribs to stay down and tucked the whole time as you lunge, both at the top and especially in the bottom when you're getting that little stretch in the hip flexor. So make sure that you're lunging at 90 degrees on both legs and you're not trying to overreach. After that, we've got our pull-ups or our rows. So if you're at the gym, again, kipping pull-ups. If you're at home, we're going to be doing a bent over row. So making sure that we're loading the posterior, shins vertical, pulling all the way until we touch thumb to bra line, back down. Next one, you've got, again, your plyo step-ups, which you already demonstrated, your burpees, or your machine cows. So those are all your movements for the workout today. Now, we're going to hit our strength work and our accessory work after the fact. So what we're going to do, 3 times through, we're going to do 15 reverse flies, 15 leg curls. So reverse flies, I'm going to be here, back nice and flat, shoulder blades drawn down and back, and I'm going to fly out to the side till I'm parallel to the ground, come back in, same thing. Again, lightweight exercise, so water jugs, 5-pound plates at most. Then I've got 15 leg curls. So for the leg curl, the easiest way to do these is either one with a band, so I'll lap a band around a pole and then I'll put it around my feet and I can lay down on the ground here. And if you imagine a pole back there, I would have the band around my heels and I would just be curling till I hit 90 degrees, back down, curling here. Otherwise, you can do a partner-assisted variation, and this is probably going to be the easiest way to do these. So just lay down on the ground just the way I was, and then when that person has their legs on the floor, you're going to be pulling on them a little bit, pulling on their heels, and as they pull up, you'll just try and maintain some of that pressure. So you get a little bicep pump while you're doing it, and then your partner gets the hamstring pump. So you guys can go back and forth. Find a family member, help them out. 3 times through of that. And then after that, we've got 3 sets of 20 side plank reach throughs. So for those, we're going to be down on our elbow, finding a nice little side plank position. I'm going to start in a T. I'm going to curl my hand in, bringing my chest to the ground, and then curl back up. And I'm going to do that for 20 reps per side if you can hold the side plank that long. If you can't, you can scale to 10, 15 reps on each side. 3 times total. Then after that, all we have left is a little mobility. So we've got a 90-second pigeon pose on either side, and then we've got a 2-minute saddle pose. So quick little note, you can also do an elevated pigeon pose. So for that, we're going to find a higher object, and we're going to bring the leg across, and I'm going to, again, try and find that vertical shin. From here, I can lean forward to intensify the stretch, or I can bend this back leg to really sink into that glute. So either way, it's another way that you can do a pigeon pose. And then lastly, all we have is our saddle. So got a lot of leg work today with a lot of lunges. So for the saddle pose, again, that's just going to be sitting down on the tops of your feet and leaning back and just getting a nice stretch for the knees and for the quads to loosen things up after all those lunges. So that's your training to start off the week for Monday. As always, tag us, Palace.Fitness, forged by Zeus. We will see you guys back tomorrow.